Michael Jackson moves that made fans faint. Groovy tapping in, man. Welcome back to the channel. This man, Michael Jackson, he different. This man really had people coming to his concerts, fainting. That's crazy as hell, bro. Sending people to the ER just off his presence alone. I've never gotten starstruck before, but the stories and the videos that I'm seeing with people fainting over Michael Jackson is crazy. His aura is OD. And they see this man in person, and he get to dancing, hitting his little dance moves. It's a wrap.
From impossible illusions to bold gestures that shocked crowds, Jackson built a catalog of moves that weren't just steps, they were statements. Today, we're counting down 10 of Michael's most iconic, jaw-dropping dance moves. Each one tells us something about his genius, his swagger, and why no one has ever moved like the king of pop. Number 1, the moonwalk.
Bro, that looks smooth
In 1983,
as hell.
during Billie Jean on the Motown 25
Look like he
special,
gliding across
Michael
the
slid
floor.
backward while appearing to walk forward, and living rooms everywhere went silent. The moonwalk
Bro,
existed
that
in street
spin was crazy. Did y'all see that spin after this moonwalk?
on the Motown 25 special.
Look at this.
Michael slid backward while appearing to walk forward, and living rooms everywhere went silent.
Clean
The
ass
moonwalk
spin.
existed in street circles as the backslide, but when he delivered it, time to the snare, shoulders liquid, face
like he
calm,
floating
it
across
felt
the
newly
floor.
minted. The trick sits in weight transfer, one foot flat and driving, the other feather
the
light.
hell?
The heel peeling up as the supporting leg glides the body on a hidden
Yo, that
conveyor
look
belt.
crazy.
But the true magic wasn't only the feat, it was the setup and reveal. He teased with small steps, held the room with a still glance, then unleashed the glide in one clean.
Yo, how many times y'all think he practiced that move, bro? Oh my God, bro, that look crazy as hell, bro.
Unbroken line.
And he made
Cameras
that
caught it
move?
head on, the world stopped, then screamed.
How did he think
It
of
became
that?
the shorthand for Michael's entire myth. Impossible, effortless, unforgettable. The moonwalk wasn't just a move. It was a promise that the ordinary rules didn't apply on
Yo,
his
that's
stage.
crazy,
And he
bro.
had the timing to prove it. And just when the world thought that was the limit, he pushed even further. Number 2, the anti-gravity
Yo,
beat.
ain't no way.
When Smooth Criminal hit,
What the
beat
hell?
became a bank heist, and the choreography became
the
a
hell is
physics
that?
lesson
How
you
the hell they
couldn't look
leaning
away
that
from.
far up?
Michael and his dancers hinged forward at a jaw-dropping angle, heels rooted, bodies arrow straight, faces serene, as if gravity had agreed to look the other way. Part ingenious stagecraft, part iron core discipline, the lean worked because the illusion felt effortless. He didn't just
What?
dip, he held it. He milked the disbelief for a full heartbeat, then snapped upright on the snare like
Bro, what
nothing
the
bizarre
hell?
had
I know
happened.
his core is
The
crazy.
lean's power is contrast. After sharp, staccato footwork and aggressive hits, the body suddenly turns into a plank, calm and impossible. Audiences
Yo,
didn't know
Chad,
whether
how
to
is he
cheer or
doing that,
gasp,
y'all?
so they did both.
What the f-
It was showmanship boiled down to a single picture. One frame that says, everything you know about balance, forget it. And that visual
Crazy
became
balance.
a legend all its own. If the moonwalk whispered magic, the lean said miracle, and then dared you to explain it. Number 3, the toe stand. Precision is the quiet twin of spectacle.
How in
and
the
toe
hell
stand
do he do that without his ankle or his toes hurting? Look at this.
stand. Precision is the quiet twin of spectacle.
Look at that, bro. Look at his. Yo, look at his left foot, bro. That look uncomfortable as hell. He never sprung his ankle trying to do that, bro. That's OD. Damn, I know his toes hurting right now, y'all. Y'all can't tell me his feet not hurting. And I know Michael Jackson got some corns in his toes. You can't tell me, bro, because ain't no way he doing this over and over again, bro. How is he doing that, bro? And he's so still with it, too.
And the toe stand proves it. In Billie Jean, he would rise onto the very tips of his toes and freeze there, perfectly balanced, like a statue
Crazy.
that still somehow breathed. No wires, no edits, just tendon strength,
OD, bro.
immaculate alignment,
That's crazy,
and a
bro.
fearless center of gravity. He
a
often
great
placed
performer.
it after a flurry of spins, which made the sudden stillness hit even harder. The eye expects motion, and he gives you silence. The silhouette does half the talking. Hat brim pulled low, spine tall, ankles taut as cable, a single
This
finger
is
pointing
impressive,
to
though.
the
I ain't gonna lie.
rafters as if to say,
I can't do that.
that's the note.
Can y'all do that in the
The
comment
toe
section?
stand isn't flashy
I
on
can't do
paper,
this.
but on stage, it's a victory flag. It turns balance into
Yo.
bravado, because in the middle of lights, screams, and moving parts, he can become a human exclamation mark. The kind of punctuation that makes the crowd erupt before the music even hits the next bar.
No, his toes
Number
hurt.
4, the circle slide.
The circle slide.
If the moonwalk is a sentence, the circle slide is a paragraph.
Hold on,
It takes the same
damn.
grammar, weight shifts, heel-to-toe whispers, masterful friction control,
I ain't
and
gonna lie.
curves it
That's
into
a
orbit.
smooth move right
Instead
there.
of gliding in a straight line, he traces a loop,
Ooh,
skating the
okay.
rim of an invisible planet. It's playful and dazzling.
It's just like
Kind
the
of move that
moonwalk, but he's
sneaks up
going
on
in a
you
circle.
because it's so smooth you almost miss the complexity. The circle tells a different story too.
That's
By turning the
fire.
glide, he lets the audience see the illusion
Damn.
from multiple angles in one pass. A 360-degree proof
Now
that
that's
what you're
hard.
seeing is as clean from the side as it is head-on. And it's versatile. He
hell
can
is he
widen the
doing that,
radius to
y'all?
cross a stage, or tighten it down to a hypnotic
He
spin
can slow it
around the
down
mic.
too.
The circle slide is choreography
Mike.
as geometry, drawing curves with rhythm, hinting arcs
Hey.
with pressure and balance.
He got
It
the
says,
shoulders
you thought the
involved too
floor
with
had
it.
rules, watch me bend
Hey.
them into a
The
loop.
hand movement.
Number 5, the robot.
Oh, he know how to
Before
do the
space age
robot
polish
too.
of the solo years,
Oh, yeah, he
young Michael
goated.
was already flirting with futurism. The robot, those jerks and freezes, joints clicking like
Oh,
gears, made him look half human, half android. On Dancing Machine, he throttled the crowd with stop-motion
Oh, whoa.
accuracy,
Hold on.
hitting tiny accents most people didn't even hear. The trick isn't mere stiffness, it's rhythm inside the stiffness.
he cold.
Micro timing that turns mechanical into musical.
Yo.
He'd slice the air with
How
a
the hell
forearm,
can he get his
lock
body
the
to
elbow
do
like a
that and
hinge,
just stop
let
on
a
a
shoulder
dime
pop
like that?
travel like a signal down the arm, then kill the motion completely on a dime. That tension and release set the crowd up for surprise, because once he established himself as a precise machine, he could melt back into fluidity, proving he owned both extremes.
I got y'all real quick. Hold on.
The robot announced a young performer who already understood contrast. If you can dance like a machine and then
damn. Look at this move right here. Look how he just got stuck.
performer who already understood contrast. If you can dance like a machine and then instantly
Ooh.
move like water, the audience stops trying to guess what comes next and just watches, wide-eyed. Number 6,
cold.
the spin.
That spin.
On paper, it's simple. Turn fast, stop
How do
on
he
the
just
beat.
stay upright
In
like
Michael's
that?
hands, the spin became stage alchemy. He'd coil the
Without
torso
losing
like a
his balance
spring,
and
rise a
falling.
breath onto the ball of the foot, and flash, become a cyclone, jacket flaring in a perfect circle. 2 turns, 3,
that's
sometimes
fire.
4, each revolution tighter than the last, eye spotting the landing point as if guided by
It
radar.
is the illusion.
The thrill
of
isn't
his
only
dances,
speed,
though.
it's
It just look
punctuation.
cool when he do it.
He uses the spin as a drum fill you can see, a sonic flourish translated into motion. And the ending matters most. Either a sudden break into a sculpted pose, chin up and glove shining, or an immediate ascent into the toe stand, doubling the shock. Every audience thought they knew how a spin looks, then learned how it feels when the right performer snaps it into a
Crazy.
living exclamation mark. It's the perfect bridge move, launching him from one idea to the next while the
I know his
crowd
knees
tries
be
to
hurting
catch
too,
its
though.
breath.
When you drop to the
Number
floor like
7,
that.
the kick.
Oh, the
Energy
kick.
needs edges, and
Huh.
Michael's signature kicks carve them in the air. Clean,
Ugh.
high, and laser
Hitting that
straight.
kick, though.
His legs sliced upward like a drawn sword, perfectly timed to a shout or a snare crack. Sometimes it swung like a pendulum,
Boom.
a controlled
Ooh.
arc that cut across the beat. Sometimes it
Hold on.
fired on the diagonal with startling speed. The aesthetics are martial but musical. The leg doesn't flail, it sings the note the drummer just played. He used kicks to punctuate transitions, to shock the tempo forward, to embody confrontation in songs built on attitude. What sells the move is precision. toes pointed, knee tracked, core braced, and power originating from the hip and exiting the line like a whip crack. Paired with a heel click or a quick body turn, the kick becomes both emphasis and direction change.
Bro,
It says, I own the downbeat and I can kick it into place. And the audience feels that command as much as they see it. Number 8, the crotch grab.
Crotch grab.
Call it bold, call it controversial, but never call it forgettable.
Yo, what made him come up with that,
The crotch grab became a lightning rod because it fused rhythm with provocation, style with scandal. Crucially, it wasn't tossed in randomly.
With scandal.
He timed it like a drum fill, snapping the gesture on a break or accent so it felt musical, not merely shocking. The mechanics are compact, core tight, knees alive, chest lifted, so the gesture reads like a spark rather than a scream. Critics clutched pearls, crowds erupted. Part of its power is contrast. He might follow a silken glide with a jolt of attitude, and in that whiplash, the stage suddenly feels dangerous. It became shorthand for unapologetic confidence. The moment he seized control of a room's temperature and turned it up 2 clicks. Combine it with a head whip, a snap roll through the torso, or a rapid spin, and the single gesture becomes a chain reaction.
When he do it to the beat,
whether you loved it or hated it, you remembered it.
For sure.
And that's the point.
Number 9, the shuffle/side slide.
The shuffle side slide.
Sideways flight. That's the side slide. Not backward like the
that's a
moonwalk,
smoother
but lateral,
move,
as if the floor turned to ice and invited him to skate. The feet do deceitful things. One pushes while the other yields.
Hey, he
Weight
be
sneaking
jigging to the
from
beat
edge
though,
to
man.
edge, so the body appears to drift
He got
on
some
rails.
smooth moves, ain't even
It
gonna lie.
reads playful, less, how is that possible, and more, why does that feel so good? The side slide is social. Fans try it, laugh, try again, and for a second, they get the joy of controlled glide. For Michael, it's connective tissue, the silk between fireworks. He uses it to cruise into formation, to orbit a bandmate.
Ooh, hold on, run that back right there. That was smooth
He uses
as
it to
hell.
cruise into formation, to orbit a bandmate, to transition from hard-hitting accents back into smooth phrasing without losing momentum.
How is
Because
he
it's
moving his feet
understated,
that fast?
it sets up surprise. The softer the slide, the harder the next hit lands. In a set full of jaw droppers, the side slide is the smile, a reminder that mastery can be fun, and groove can be as thrilling as spectacle. Number
That's
10,
crazy. I
the
like
hip
that move.
thrust and snap rolls.
The hip thrust.
Some
Snap
moves
rolls.
explain themselves. The hip thrust is pure voltage. Short, sharp, impossible to ignore. Timed to the kick drum, it acts like a spark plug for the whole set, flipping the crowd from warm to boiling in a single beat. Michael didn't waste it, he aimed it. One perfectly placed thrust could turn a chorus into an earthquake. Layer in snap rolls through the shoulders and chest, those quick staccato ripples that shoot across the torso, and you get a chain reaction, as if rhythm traveled through wire from the hips to the collarbones.
Yo.
It's choreography
is
as
fire.
charisma. Isolate a joint, then cascade the energy
Greatest
across the
performer all
frame,
time, y'all?
so every eye
In the
in
comments
the
down
arena
below, y'all
tracks
agree?
the same wave.
Bro, these
The
moves is
thrusts
crazy.
and rolls are simple ideas delivered with frightening accuracy,
He make his dance
which is why
moves
they
look
read
like a
so loudly
illusion.
on giant stages.
You know what I mean?
They're not about mechanics you can diagram.
I see why people
They're about
faint over this,
connection
you know what I
you
mean?
feel in your sternum. When he hits them, the whole building jumps.
And they get a great performance too.
10 moves, 1 message.
On top
Mastery
of hearing
isn't
the good
a trick,
music.
it's a system. Michael Jackson engineered surprise with contrast.
Look at that, bro.
Glide against snap, circle against line, stillness against storm. He turned physics into theater, and theater into memory.
Wow.
This is just one of the many reasons why MJ still, to this day, solidifies himself as the king of pop.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our newest release.
I like that last line he said. He turned physics into theater. Bruh, the illusions he was making with his dance moves. I know this man was just practicing all these dance moves. So when the show came, he perfected them, bro. And all these clips I'm seeing, bro, he's perfecting every single last move. And the fact that he came up with most of these dance moves is crazy itself. Because how do you even think of that? Like, come on, bro. I like the little crotch grab, you know. It strikes controversy, but it also, you know, looks smooth when you're doing it to the beat. The moonwalk is my favorite because it just looked like he gliding across the floor. And then the one where he spin and stop on his toes, I don't know how he do that. I don't know how he do that because ain't no way I'm doing that. I'm falling straight to the ground. But nah, MJ was something special, bro. One of the greatest performers of all time, definitely, man. On top of that, he's a great artist too. So you get a 2-for-1 combo? Come on, man. He's one of the greatest, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the greatest. And these are why some of his fans faint at the concerts, man, because he hitting all these crazy dance moves. But yeah, man, if you like the video, man, hit the like button, comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next. And last but not least, sub up, man.